most people who sort of rise up to the top, they will miss a lot of family functions. They will miss a lot of birthdays of their kids. They will miss a lot of events because they have taken a conscious choice that what I'm focusing on, the measurement of my intensity is what I'm willing to give up to focus on this.
The thing that so many of us millennials really struggle with, we're doing podcasts, we're working, we're trying to start a business on the side. We're doing so many different things that I feel like nothing ever gets done properly. Could you talk about the importance of focus?
Yes. So I think this distraction and the need at times to do multiple things simultaneously. Firstly, it's not the prerogative of millennials. Generations before us, young people have struggled to maintain a living. They have worked in the father's store, come back in the evening and studied, and also participated in competitive exams and cleared those exams. And there are people who got their whole education while they were holding a job that was, sort of keeping the bread going in the family. So this belief that suddenly the world has changed and now you have to do multiple things, it's not strictly speaking true. Having said that, I do agree that, and this has nothing to do with millennials, I think it's just a sign of the times, that our attention span has by definition started reducing. And there are many reasons for it. I don't want to go into this. Maybe another podcast we'll talk about it. But there are many social reasons. There are many technological reasons. There are many reasons because of which our ability to pay undivided attention to any one activity at a time has diminished a lot. And that is why, and you can see signs of this. You can see signs of, there are no more long 3-hour movies. There are no more 800-page books. Everything is becoming, shorter. And even when you ask for like I write in several newspapers, and it's always like 800 words. So there isn't room now for essay. There is, but much limited, reduced room for longish treatises, longish essay-like conversations. Not because you can't write it, but because people won't read it. They will skim through and they will look at that. So that definitely is a phenomenon that has happened. Having said that, I think it's great news for individuals, because anybody who decides that I'm going to focus on this one task with exclusion of every other distraction will be head and shoulders over the others, because all the others, what they are doing is they're taking a nail and they are hammering it in a table, one blow here, another blow here, another blow here, and wondering why the nail is not going inside the table. Whereas what you would be doing is taking the nail, holding it in the same place and hitting it 5 times so that with each stroke, it goes a few inches in and enters the table or crosses the wood. So in other words, in a world where everyone has ADD, anybody who has the ability to focus even 15, 20, 30% more than the others will succeed, because you will be the person who will be able to do that task because of focus. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is focus? And I think there are many definitions of focus. I like the definition of focus, which I read, I think it was Al Rice who wrote in his book called Focus. He said, focus is not about what you are focusing on. Focus is your obsession on that task to the extent to refuse every other distraction. So let me say that again. Focus is not what you're focusing on. Focus is your willingness to give up anything else other than what you're focusing on. We have this, you might be aware, we have this epic in India called the Mahabharata. And in that, there is a story of Arjun, who is a very famous archer. And it's a long story. I'll tell you a short version. So eventually there is a competition in which there is a fish which is placed on a revolving disc in the ceiling. And you're supposed to look into the reflection of that fish in a bowl of oil. And then you're supposed to take the bow and fire the arrow into the eye of the fish looking at the reflection. And Arjun does that. And before he's going to fire the arrow, he's asked, what do you see? What do you see? And many people give the answer, those who have read the epic also, they give the answer incorrectly. They say, Arjun says that I can see only the fish's eye. That's what most people will tell you, even those who know the story. They will tell you this, that I can, in Hindi, they would say, Mujhe sirf machli ki aankh nazar aaye. I can only see the fish's eye. But that's not what Arjun says. What Arjun says is, I can see nothing except the fish's eye. And there's a very big difference. The key to focus is to let go of every other temptation that will come on your path to focus on what you're going to focus on. So I think a good measurement of focus would be for an individual to say, what temptations am I willing to give up? What I don't want to hang out with my friends for the next 10 evening because I'm preparing for this. I want to miss that. And many people do that. I mean, even in your professional career, as you go ahead in life, you will see that most people who sort of rise up to the top, they will miss a lot of family functions. They will miss a lot of birthdays of their kids. They will miss a lot of events because they have taken a conscious choice that what I'm focusing on, the measurement of my intensity is what I'm willing to give up to focus on this.